Okay, I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of Tuesday, March 4th, both the public and non-public.
Second.
Third. Any? Well, I guess we're
Oh,
not
we
doing
need
those.
to do the,
We're not doing those office today.
no, I'm here for oath, nope.
Do you want Ryan to come?
Does he need to be sworn in?
Does he need to be sworn in again?
Yep. Every time he gets
he
elected.
then.
Every
yeah.
time
But
he
he can
runs.
Or he can
do
do it up with Bonnie,
He can
right?
do
He
it
can
here,
do it,
he can
yeah.
do it with Bonnie,
Bonnie.
he can do it at the next cemetery meeting, because I don't be there,
Okay,
so.
And either
And
Bonnie,
Sarah-
a selectman,
either you guys or that part.
Or
Okay,
David.
I'll let.
or David.
And then just, Ryan said that you need Ginny's contact information? Or you have Ginny's contact?
He needed Jimmy's contact information,
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't.
have it, I don't.
Okay.
He needed it, I don't have it, but he said that was fine because you might have it, or Bonnie might have it, so I was like, okay.
Okay, so you don't need it. He
I
does.
don't need it, he wanted it.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
What's up?
I'd like to make another motion. I motion to adapt to the town of Grafton, RSA 31:105.
Second, indemnification of damages.
What's that pertain to?
That pertains to the actions of the elected officers. If we're acting in good faith, then we can't be sued. Basically.
She is.
Yeah. The governing body of a municipality may vote to indemnify from loss any municipal official or employee against whom a claim is brought after such vote. Indemnification in the context of this statute means to reimburse the official or employee for any loss or expense, including legal fees and costs arising out of a claim brought against an official or employee in his or her capacity. Minutes of the meeting during which the vote is taken should clearly reflect the action. The vote need not be affirmed in subsequent years. Once adopted, the decision to indemnify is applicable only to the actions constituting negligence and within the scope of the person's employment or office. Indemnification will not be available for intentional or malicious acts. Now it says here that once you do it, it's good for ever, basically, right?
But it doesn't
Yeah.
cover you for prior stuff.
I think that, and we've done this for years now, but I think that if we do it at the beginning, like our practice is to do the first meeting of the
Yeah.
new board,
Yeah,
then it's clearly easy to find in our minutes that we
Right.
have done that, rather than looking
And
back
also, if you
10
had
years.
another new selectman, you know, so.
Yeah, and a new selectman would be included, so I think that's a good practice.
Okay. Selection of chair and ex officios. Any thoughts?
Well, my thought is, I think things went rather, they went fine last year. Typically the person in his last year become, chair, but that's certainly not hard fast. I can think of numerous examples where that wasn't the case in the last 10, 20 years. I personally have no desire to be the chair. I think things went well for us overall last year. We had our warts and wrinkles, but I think that, keeping things the way they are would be a good thing right now. So I'll nominate Leaf to be chairman.
Yeah, motion to leave everyone as their officios and liaisons as is. Yeah, all set.
I'm good with that. I'll second.
who's seconding Leaf's appointment?
Me.
Leaf, do you accept?
Yep.
Okay. And then you motion to keep everybody as is.
Yep.
Who seconded that motion? That was Ed.
And, yeah.
You didn't hear the rattle?
You must be getting tired, it came kind of quiet.
You didn't
Yeah, you're losing your marbles.
We're rattling over here.
So I had, Steve the CIP, Leaf was liaison of library, Bonnie and highway, Ed was PD, Steve was ambulance, fire and recycle. You wanted to keep it that way?
I'll
I
take
feel
recycle
like-
too, because it's all in one area,
You got it.
I kind of feel like, yeah, the recycle and library, because it just makes sense.
and it's all in one area.
Okay.
Less travel time, so to speak.
He's down at the highway, he's at the town shed anyway, so,
Alright.
Step forward.
might as well take. And
I
they
mean,
do,
they
they
talk
do
to
work in
whoever
conjunction
anyway.
too, down there. So like when the, recycling center is not plowed in the winter, you can handle that.
Okay. Ex officio reports, any?
Yeah, well, they had a fire meeting, I think it was last weekend. You know, recent events had everybody pretty much down. And, you know, I really don't have a lot to report on, you know, keeping that in mind at this time. And also we had an ambulance meeting. That was the night after the election, that was on Wednesday night. And their calls are a little bit on the downside from last year, but things go in cycles, so it's just not as busy. But I can say that one issue that is confronting the ambulance department, and it's really nice that they have a brand new ambulance, and I appreciate the grants that it took to get it and the hard work. But when it's time for a call, we need more people to be able to respond, and that's a really big issue. So we need to see what we can do this year to beef up that department. And, you know, and now that we have, I mean, the equipment should be somewhat of an attraction, and it shows that the town really cares about the ambulance and our first responders, and so we need to do what we can. I think that's my biggest takeaway from the meeting. And that's all I have right now.
Highway's been out today, dropping stone in Turnpike, Razor, and Tunnel. Trying to get that back up and running.
Some pretty muddy
Yeah.
sections.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've been on the roads?
Yeah.
The problem is people are also tearing up the roads, and I know they went tunnel, they lifted truck on it like 5 times yesterday, Mom said. Just gunning it, got sideways and all over the place.
He had
So
a little,
it doesn't help the roads,
he had a little grease in there, so he was,
playing around.
yeah. Well, it's bad enough when they get muddy, but when you get too much traffic, it just makes it worse.
Welcome to mud season.
Welcome to mud season.
Did you get anything?
Oh, you have recycle.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, good, saves me from saying.
One of our canisters at the recycling center is actually rusting and rotting away. So Rick has given us quotes for a new canister.
Well, he's looking to buy 2.
This is the price for 2?
Mhm.
Yes,
It is. So it's 2,
one open and one closed.
okay, so they're both 40 yards?
Yes.
22 feet long, one heavy duty open, one long octagon style?
Yeah,
The octagon style is for what?
the trash.
For the trash, it's for the compactor.
Yeah,
Okay, and the other one is for,
metal.
it's for the metals. Is where we have the metals, is that's open right now?
The
Okay.
thing being is, yeah. Some of the metals are being put where they shouldn't be put, because they don't have a container to put it in.
They don't have a metal container now?
Well,
They do, but,
it's being used by the highway department.
Okay. So that's an example of the two departments working together here? And so we need something to put the metal in? Because if there's nothing to put the metal in, was it just go in the ground and then they have to reload it?
no, the thing being is, the clean aluminum right now is going in with the regular iron. So they're getting dirt price for it,
For the Primo aluminum?
yeah,
Okay, so we want to keep them separate,
yeah.
maximize our. So between the two containers, and the freight charges and transportation, it's $17,750.
Yep.
Yes. But Rick said, I kind of have to agree with him, it'd be better for us to avoid paying the $1,000 transportation costs and send the highway down there to,
I mean, the freight charges, there's freight charges of like 1,000.
yeah,
So if we went and picked it up ourselves,
we're saving quite a bit of money.
You gotta do it twice.
Yeah,
and that's down in.
they could do it in an hour, I mean, not in an hour,
Where's Rollinsford, New
It's near
Hampshire?
Dover,
down by Dover.
down near the coast.
So, I mean, in
So it's a
one day,
hour and a half drive one
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
yeah, but
so it's 3
one
hours.
day they can do both,
Can a truck make it down there and back?
Yeah.
Twice?
yes.
Um,
But the problem is right now, the highway can't be losing a guy to do.
The thing being is, this ain't something that, if we gave the go-ahead today, he's
Yeah.
gonna go around, pick up tomorrow. This is like 6 to 8 weeks away, because they've gotta be ordered first.
Yeah. Truck, yeah, freight,
And that would come out of the
or even,
Capital reserve.
yeah, recycling.
yes.
So this money's coming out, not out of their operating budget, it's
Not
coming out
out
of
of
their
salary.
salaries.
Capital reserve.
You guys will have to make a motion on that so I can clarify it in the minutes.
A motion to give them the go-ahead on the two containers to come from the recycling capital reserve.
Yeah, put a price in there, up to $17,750.
Yeah.
That way if we save 1,000, that's fine. I'll second.
Right along.
Okay. Now, we need to go into non-public.
Because,
Yeah, hold on one second.
Yeah, we're getting to the
oh,
paper.
gotcha,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, I did.
She's slow tonight.
Mistakes. All right. All right. You're motioning to go into non-public, you wanna do this one? This one.
Matters which is discussed in public with
You just said
RSA 91A:32C. Matter which is discussed in public would likely affect adversely the reputation of any person other than a member of this board. Unless such person requests an open meeting, this exception shall extend to include any application for assistance or tax abatement or waiver of a fee, fine, or other levy, if based on a inability to pay or poverty of the applicant.
Which was made by Leaf, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aye. Oh, we're gonna do a roll call?
Yeah, 1 second. It is 6:14 PM.
I have a question, if that's okay. How come you guys don't do that last, so, you know, people don't have to do the shuffle? Just curious, it's not ball busting.
It typically is, this time it's not. I think the subject matter we'd like to get discussed
Done and over.
sooner rather than later tonight.
Yeah, we
That's
all
the-
wanna go
That's the
home.
only reason.
And unfortunately, we have two tonight.
Roll call vote to enter non-public. Leaf,
Aye.
Steve,
Aye.
Ed?
Well,
Okay.
Let me see this for a second,
Hold on.
in the paper.
Okay.
So we're gonna do both 91A, non-publics at the same back to back.
Mhm.
So we don't bring you in here, then go back and do this again, kick you back out again. Where is
You're gonna do,
that one there?
Yeah.
The second one would be under RSA 91A:32B, the hiring of any person as a public employee.
And to be clear, if that public employee wants it recorded, it could be. You know, in both cases, right? But, I mean, just putting that out there, if anybody wants it recorded, I'm happy to do it.
What Paul said is correct.
Except for if you decide to seal the minutes, then you can't seal the minutes because it's already been recorded on a public device.
Right.
I still think it's up to the employee though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's, alright, you guys are ready to go into non-public?
What are you doing, Paul?
Right.